What's up, nerds, and welcome to another Noisy News Week for the week of May 21st, 2022. Here's where I fill you in on some notable news posted to noisypixel.net this past week. Before I get into the news, I'd just like to say sorry that it's a light week this week. I decided to go ahead and get COVID one more time, another round for Azario, just to remember what it feels like to be in hell. So it got me again. It was my fault. I went to LA, and that's pretty much all I have to say. You go to LA, you're gonna get something. And that's my advice for you. So take it or leave it, but let me know what you're playing in the comments below and we will talk about it. So on to the news. Embracer Group released their financial earnings report and decided to share some further information on where they're going to put their efforts into the Square Enix Montreal, Crystal Dynamics, and Eidos Montreal buyout that they recently announced. So it seems like the team is excited to move forward with Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, and Legacy of Kain remakes, remasters, reboots, all the sequels. They decided to go all in. Hey, Legacy of Kain. I said Legend of Kain last time. I know, it's not Legend of Kain. Legacy of Kain. Call Amy Hennings up. I think she needs a job. Did they kick her off that Star Wars thing? Or maybe they brought her back and then kicked her off again. Anyway, regardless, call her up. I'm sure she has a lot of stories brewing in her head full of more adventures between Kain and Raziel. So I'm excited to see what they do. Some other top stories from the week. Kenji Nagafune, the creator of the Mega Man franchise, has decided to drag his name through the dirt a little more as he announced that he is working on an NFT project with Polka Fantasy. He'll be releasing creatures called Beastroids, and they'll be updated through the metaverse. I don't know. NFTs are already going down. I think this is a little too much, too late, and I don't give a crap. God, why is this guy doing this? I don't know. Well, I guess I could just ask you, would you purchase an Kenji Nagafune NFT or not? Let me know in the comments below. I'm sure a lot are gonna say no, but I would be surprised to see someone say, hell yeah, 10K, Erythrium, or whatever the the NFT stuff's cost, Bitcoins, I don't know, guys. I don't even know what an NFT is. Moving on. There was some brand new gameplay released from Digimon Survive, and it looks freaking great. It shows some of the character interactions as well as the turn-based strategy. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, that doesn't look exciting, but it does, because just think about the possibilities of Digi-evolution and how that will incorporate into the strategy and the tactics of these matches. Can't wait, can't freaking wait. I'm so excited to play this game and see what it's all about. Publisher Historia announced that they will be releasing the Caligula Effect 2 from developer Furyu on PC via Steam and Epic Game Store on June 22nd, 2022. If you don't know who Historia is, don't worry. They only released games like Space Penguins and Dungeon and Burglar. I have no idea who this publisher is. NIS America were the ones who released the game on console, but I guess this publisher came out and said, we'll do the PC version. Why not? Caligula Effect 2 is coming to PC for all those who want it. Koei Tecmo announced that their Musu spin-off Touken Ranbu Warriors has a demo available on Switch and PC now. We also have an interview with the development team on the website, so be sure to check that out. This game has the Touken Rambu characters in this Warrior spin-off. They're all really attractive blade boys, and they fight. It's a console exclusive to Switch. Very interesting. Tunicky Games revealed their 2D stealth platformer, the Library of Babel, where players control a character named Lodovic through a 2D-esque world, and it's a lot like Metal Gear, but it has like puzzle platformer sections, and it looks cool. It looks cool. Be sure to check out the trailer, and I'll hold out my impressions for when I actually get my hands on the game, because I would like to. And with that, we're on to visual novel news, which we have a lot of. Studio Ellen announced a batch of new visual novels that they'll have coming up, and among them are Our Home, My Keeper will be a new visual novel in partnership with Ebihime, who previously released Strawberry Vinegar and Black Berry Honey. This is a Yuri visual novel. Not much to say about it. I'll be on the lookout for Our Home, My Keeper. Ivanir wrote about this game saying that it tells the story of a young girl named Paige who moves to a vintage house in the English countryside. This will be the perfect place for her to leave behind the hustle and bustle of the big city and find some time for herself. So as a writer, she is currently facing a serious deadline and she needs a place to calm down and get it over with. So she ends up in this house, and it already has an inhabitant living there for many years and doesn't intend to leave anytime soon. This new housemate is a friendly fairy called Faye. Living with her won't be as peaceful as Paige hoped for, but maybe the excitement of this new experience will bring the inspiration that she needs. So maybe she and Faye will become close. Who's to say they won't? Studio Allen also released the first trailer for Twofold, which is a follow-up game to First Snow, which is also available free on Steam right now if you want to play that. This is a Yuri visual novel from Salty Studios and Studio Cocktails. The visual novel is expected to hit PC via Steam in 2023. More Studio Allen games announced a new Yuri title called Love in a Bottle. The game is described as a point-and-click girls' love visual novel and is developed by Lovelandisle. The game is developed by Lovelandisle and will be published under the Bell House imprint on PC via Steam and itch.io and on unannounced platforms in 2022. Yuri point and click, you can count me in. More Studio Allen games announced that they will be publishing Who in the Red Queen on Steam under the Blue House imprint. This is a visual novel developed by 4Nuki, which originally released on itch.io in October 2021. This new release will include additional content to further develop the story, which is inspired by Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. One last announcement from Studio Allen surrounding their Yuri visual novel, Lock and Key. The game will be receiving a demo soon, ahead of its Steam and itch.io release in June 2022. Now on to other visual novel news. Phoenix released new details for their Alice in Dissonance developed visual novel Fault STP LIGHTKRAVTE. The game is coming to PC via Steam on May 27th, 2022. This is a game that is set 5 years before the events of Fault Milestone 1 and expands on the events found in Fault Silence the Pendant. So if you're excited about the Fault series, this game is probably what you've been waiting for as we wait for whatever we've been waiting for. I can't even keep track of the Fault games anymore, but I know we've been waiting for one for like 6 years now, so here we go. We're at the home stretch. Love Lab announced the release date for the Chimico Twins, the visual novel developed by Millie Millie, which was originally released in Japan in 2019. The game will be available on PC on July 1st, 2022. This game essentially is about this guy who wants to help his two sisters be successful in school, but to do that he has to be nice to them, and then somewhere along the line they and that's why you read this story. Not to say any of us are into that, but it's there. The publisher also announced that they will release Sugar Sweet Temptation in fall/winter 2022. This game follows a guy who falls out of the sky and he knows how to bake, and then that allows him to meet some cute girls and eventually they fall in love. Yeah, I give it 5 cupcakes out of 5 cupcakes and a little cherry. A little cherry on the side. Just USA announced the release date for Flowers Le Volume Survivor. I don't know how to pronounce that. This visual novel is the final game in Innocent Gray's Flower series, so you can complete the series of Yuri, schoolgirls, and drama. And it's all there for you. Interviews on the site, we have Touken Rambu Warriors with the development team, so be sure to check that out. Reviews on the site, we have Kami Yaba, Destiny on a Dicey Deadline, Waifu Impact, Opus Echo of Star Song, Full Bloom Edition, Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song, and Con Fantasy. And guys, that's it. That's the news. Sorry, it was so low energy today. I'm not feeling my best, but I appreciate everything, and I appreciate you watching. Have a great week. I will see you soon. Bye.
Noisy Pixel.